But I give up. I give up on a proper intro. Why is it so difficult? All I have to do is say, I am EtheLiaH Liu for short, and I'm doing a commentary this time because I am bored. That's all I have to say. I sit here in front of my PC, re-recording multiple times for like 30 minutes for an intro, and I'm like, what am I doing? Anyway, how's life for you guys? If you guys notice, I've stopped streaming for a long time now, for a year, was it? I'm sorry. I know I'd said no matter how tired and busy I got, I'll still stream anyway. I lied. I overestimated myself. I had no idea how difficult adult life can actually get. I literally had no idea. And by the time when I'm back from work, I'm so exhausted already. I had no energy to stream. That's why I stopped for so long. I just wanted to adjust to adult life first, get used to work, and when I still feel like it, I'll come back again. And yeah, I did. It feels like life is just a constant cycle of the same thing. Waking up, going to work, and then come back, sleep, and then you wake up and rinse and repeat. I went crazy. That's when I thought, okay, I want to do content creation again. Not because I want to quit my job or anything. I want hobbies. I don't want my life to be a constant cycle of going home and then going to work. I can feel myself going crazy. I just want something different in life, and I decided to come back. But I'm not gonna stream again though. That's just tiring. At least when it comes to recording, I can just stop whenever I want. Well, technically I can stop whenever I want as well when I stream, but that's kind of different, you know. I can literally just record for 10 minutes, and if I want to, I can just stop. But for streaming, you should at least for me anyway, I want to at least stream for an hour or two so I don't feel guilty. I mean, that's the purpose of streaming, right? You stream for long hours so people can be entertained. So what's the point of streaming if you're gonna stream less than an hour? Unless it's like a stream special where you're just like, I don't know, maybe I had a new VTuber outfit that I want to show. I just want to showcase. That's why the stream is so short. Speaking of VTuber, look at me. Yeah! So yes, I have been a corporate slave for like the past year, but I have been doing something, you know? I've been working on this VTuber model for a year. Why it took a year? Because I'm lazy. I wasn't consistent. It's like on and off. And also, I'm not using Live 2D because Live 2D is not free. Yes, there's a 1-month trial, but my work schedule is so hectic and inconsistent and unpredictable. I was scared that I might not have time to learn how to rig and work on the rig within a month using Live 2D's trial. So I've decided to look for an alternative, which is called EtheLiaH 2D. But EtheLiaH 2D, there's rarely any tutorials, so I had to like figure out by myself. Well, the Live 2D tutorials does help, but you have to compare the tutorials from both Live 2D and EtheLiaH 2D to kind of figure out how to use EtheLiaH 2D. Does that make sense? You have to learn the principle from Live 2D, and you have to learn how to use the EtheLiaH 2D software itself by watching the EtheLiaH 2D tutorials. But there's not much though. The majority of the times you have to figure it out yourself, which is what I did. That's why it took so freaking long. And also, I realized I shouldn't just stay home all day during my day off just watching videos. I can go out and touch grass, yes, but I've been doing that for the past weeks already, and Jesus Christ, my wallet is crying. Dude, I bought 2 fruit smoothies, one for me, one for my friend. You know how much it costs? For 2 smoothies, it costs 40 ringgit. I could get a smoothie less than 10 ringgit, but I decided to go to the forest area for 20 ringgit each. I don't know what I was doing, but well, it was yummy, so it's fine. It's fine. I wanted to go matcha hunting with one of my colleagues actually. We went to one of the store already, one of the cafes that she recommended. It was very how do I say? The waffle is very delicious, but not the matcha that much. I've come to a realization that maybe I'm not actually a matcha fan because I don't like drinking matcha without sugar in it, you know. That time when I went matcha hunting, when I went to a matcha store, like a store that specifically sells matcha drinks or matcha based desserts, yeah, I don't like it that much, even though they specialize in it. So it's not that the matcha is bad, it's more like I need it to be sweet to like it. And then I started thinking, isn't that the same thing for coffee as well? Like, I tried drinking Americano without sugar. I don't like it. I hated it. And that made me realize, am I actually a coffee fan? Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm just a fan of sweet beverages because I do like tea. I realized that my favorite tea is actually not matcha. My favorite tea is not matcha, but Earl Grey. I really like Earl Grey. Earl Grey tea bag without milk. I know you're supposed to have Earl Grey with milk, okay? But I like it without milk as well. I'm sure the one with milk tastes nice, of course. Anyway, another reason why my wallet was crying for the past few weeks because I went to a cake shop with another friend, with a childhood friend. Now this is an actual cake shop. Like they have a lot of variety of flavors. It is so yummy and interesting, you know, because usually when you go to the classic cake shop that Google recommends to you and you go there and the only thing you see is like a chocolate cake, strawberry, vanilla, and that's it. And then when you purchase it, you eat it, it's like, oh, this is the most basic ever, you know. But that place, they have a lot. They have yam cake, they have sweet potato, they have Earl Grey crepe cakes. That's the one that I got. I got Earl Grey crepe cakes and that is so yummy. They have other flavors as well. Each day they sell different flavors actually. I think they do have matcha. Yes, I remember they do have matcha. They have like the vanilla ones as well. Yes, the basic ones as well. They do have like Oreo cream cookies. I think they have almond flavored as well, pistachio. They have a lot. Like the yam ones, the yam cake was the ones that I did not expect, you know. I did taste that one. My friend got that one. I didn't like it that much. I like the Earl Grey better. Yeah. So that's like one of the things that made my wallet cry. I think, and then later, I actually planned to record this during the evening, like after dinner. But then I suddenly had the urge to go out and have dinner with my mom later. And then we'll go buy a bit of stuff like grocery shopping. That's why I'm recording this in the afternoon. My wallet's gonna cry again later because now that I'm working, my mom is a housewife. I'm definitely gonna pay for everything. I'm sure, but it's okay. It is my duty. It is my responsibility. Yes, I'm gonna get something nice for me to munch on later. I'm gonna get ice cream. I'm gonna go to a restaurant. I'm sure my mom is also kind of tired from all the cooking, so we're gonna treat ourselves tonight. It's okay. I'll just make more money. It's fine. The purpose of earning money is so you can spend it, right? Yeah. So anyway, I actually had fun drawing this piece this time, especially the hair. The hair, initially, I wanted to do the line art first, and then I'll just use the paint bucket to put in the base color. But then, I don't know. The line art looks really bad, so I just ended up erasing it, and then I figured I should just map out the silhouette without the line art. I feel like that one is much more easier. As you can see, it looks cleaner, no? Like, it looks nice. Even without the line art and the detail, it already looks nice, don't you think? Yeah. So I learned this method somewhere on TikTok. I think it was a Chinese artist that recommended this. And once you're done coloring out the silhouette, that's when you draw in the line art for detail, like what I'm doing right now. Yeah, it's much more easier. I don't know. Usually you would go for the line art first, right? Then color. That's the logical way, I think. But doing it in reverse feels better, you know? It feels more satisfying as the artist. And then you feel more happy because it actually looks nice, you know? I don't know, man. Because sometimes when you draw in the line art, right, it looks nice when there's no colors. But then once you put in the color, then you realize, oh, the shape is off. Why? Then you flip the canvas and then you realize why. Ah, that is not right. That's not symmetrical. Oh, shit. You know? But then when you block in the silhouette first, everything looks much more clear. You know? Then it's easier for you to see the mistakes and you can correct it. The best part about recording is that I can just stop. I don't have to force myself to talk like continuously because I have no chat to entertain, you know? I don't have to worry about a new viewer popping in as well and then worry about them leaving because I'm not saying anything. Yeah, this is just a recording, right? I can stop mid-sentence whenever I want and I can just edit out that silence and you guys won't even notice. It'll just seem like I'm just talking seamlessly, but in actual reality I actually made a lot of pauses. Okay, I'm looking at my OBS right now. I've only been recording for like 15 minutes, but it felt so long already. I'm running out of breath and I need more water. Oh my god, I am not built for this. This is why I should not be streaming. Because remember when I was streaming as well, even though there were a few people in the stream, and I am happy even though there's just 1 or 2 people watching me, that is enough for me. But at the same time it's like, oh god, I am an introvert, you know? Do I actually want to be doing this, you know? I thought I want to because back then I've watched so many VTubers, right? They made it look so easy, so enjoyable, but when you're actually doing it, you come to realize, oh my god, it's actually more difficult than you think it is. I'm not sure how to explain it. You have to like experience it yourself to understand why. Talking is one of the difficult aspects, surprisingly, because then you just run out of topics to talk about and then you just left in silence. When you're streaming, that is bad, but recording, that's okay. I can yap, stop, yap again and stop, and just edit out the silence. That is so easy. You guys would never know. So the part that I'm watching right now is when I'm trying to figure out the shadows and everything. The hair shadow is actually easier than you expect. All you have to do is copy and paste your main base of the hair silhouette. You just color it in a darker shade of the skin tone, clip it to the hair base, shift it downwards a little, and there you have it. You have a shadow. You don't have to do anything. That is so easy. I think that's one of the tricks that I learned on TikTok as well. What the hell am I doing with the hair? That shading looks horrible. What the hell? That shading looks horrible. Oh, I was struggling. This is the last part of the art actually. Like everything is done. The hair is done. Oh no, wait. This is the second last part. Sorry. The second last part. The second last part, I don't actually know what to do with the hand. So in the beginning of the video, you saw me doing line art, right? But then I just deleted because I thought I can use the same method as I did with the hair. Maybe it'll look nice, but no, it didn't. The silhouette of the hand looks really weird. It looks really fat, you know? And that's not what I want. I want it to be slender but masculine, you know? And I don't actually know how to achieve that, so I decided to delete the silhouette and redo the line art. But instead of just tracing over the sketch like my initial line art, I decided to make a few edits here and there. Maybe like that index finger I realized needs to be longer, and that pinky fingers also needs to be longer. That's what I thought. And then after I'm done, then I put in the color. The reason why I didn't use the bucket tool, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of holes in between the lines and I'm too lazy to figure out where it is, so I'm just gonna paint over the lines clean it up later. Yeah. I thought the hand would be easier if I used the same method that I did with the hair, but it didn't work out. Yeah. And as for the hand rendering, I just wing it. I don't know. I did use reference. I tried my best to use the reference as much as I can, but yeah, I have skill issue. I'm not that great as I thought I am. So I make do with what my pea brain understands. It looks decent enough. I know I'll improve more in the future, but at the moment this will do. I think the fingertips are a little bit too red though. Now that I look at it, okay, now that's orange. Maybe if the lighting is orange, that might look right. I don't know, but what's done is done. Whatever, it's fine. Take it back. I think I know why I gave up on a lot of my art pieces, because I try to make it as perfect as I possibly can, make the rendering and shading as complicated as I possibly can, because I thought maybe it'll look better. But look at my current piece now. It's simple and a bit messy at the neck part, but it looks nice actually. Maybe next time I need to stop trying to overcomplicate my art and just make it simple. It does looks nice though. Simple is better actually. Not gonna lie. Okay, and now I am drawing the aura ball. I don't know the proper name of it, but I'm just gonna call it the aura ball. So I'm referencing off from Pinterest, and surprisingly this part is actually kind of fun. It looks complicated, but then when you break it down, it's actually not that difficult. Because for the shapes, right, literally like for the lasso too, I'm just scribbling and I'm just putting random dots and set that layer to glow, and that's it. It looks nice. And then I'm experimenting with the lighting as well. It's a new method that I learned not too long ago, that is to put the whole layer in the color green and just set it to multiply, lower the opacity, and then erase some parts of it to make the ball look like it's shining or lighting up the finger parts. I added some glow to the eyes as well. And for the aura at the back, I'm just referencing off from Pinterest again. I started looking for like the manhwa leveling up. I wanted to see what the artist did for Sung Jin-woo's. Yeah, so I decided maybe I should make some squiggly lines to make it seem like there's a fire, but then it looks so weird, so I decided to delete that and redo it again. Maybe it's because there's too much. So even though you can see that I'm struggling with what I should do with the background, it's actually quite fun experimenting. At the end, I decided to go with the fire aura again, but instead of smudging it too much, I reduced that, and also I cleaned up the shadows a little bit. My god, he looks so handsome. Okay, praising myself now. Okay, but look at it now, look at it now. You look so handsome, bro. Oh, I'm done already. Okay, that looks... I thought I'll be recording for a little bit longer. Okay, never mind. Okay, it's done. Thank you so much for watching my speed art video, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya! Bye!